Hey man, it's your boy Nito. Today we're going to be reacting to ATEEZ HALAZIA. Full disclosure, my girlfriend is actually an ATEEZ. And this isn't the first time I've heard these guys. If you don't know who I am, my name is Neat. I have over a decade experience in music production. And I'm curious to see what ATEEZ has for us in HALAZIA. KQ Entertainment.
Okay.
Ooh. The organ? Very, very epic. Yeah. I like it. The reggaeton? The reggaeton beat?
Who are you? It's just me, myself, and now. Who are you? 거기서 비친 넌 누구인가? Who are you? 기대 안에 기대 이 길의 뒤에 시대와 미래 사이에 난 어디 있을까? 듣고 싶은 난 사랑의 숨소리를 알고 싶어 난
I like this pre-chorus a lot. It's a nice ass build-up. Wow. That chorus though. Bridge, calm. Damn, Nito! Okay. Oh man. I wanted the drum and bass to last longer though. Oh my god. Kingdom Hearts? Who's that? Who's that? They're gone. No, goodbye. They were watching that whole time. They were just gone. Wow. Okay. Holy. Wow. ATEEZ, HALAZIA. Let me just collect myself real quick. Huh. Okay, so that was really good. Very grandiose, epic, super impactful. You had a mix of that reggaeton with that EDM kind of drum and bass. That drum and bass part really caught me off guard. I was like, I wasn't expecting that at all. Just listen to that guy right here. Yeah, like you go through 3 minutes of like that kind of epic kind of, and then out of nowhere, okay, that part's the best part. Why didn't they just make the entire song? There's gotta be a drum and bass remix where they just put the whole song as drum and bass. Not saying I like the first 3 minutes, but like it's only for like 8 bars, right? They literally only played drum and bass for like 8 bars and had a little dubstep breakdown afterwards. Like, that's it! Oh man, there has to be a version where it's just drum and bass, right? Initial thoughts. I'm not sure what's happening in the video, but it seems very gothic. One thing I noticed that's very prominent, especially in the chorus, is that bell. And if you've ever been in band, you'll know what the bell looks like. If you don't know what it looks like this. Basically have like a mallet and they hit it and it goes boom. One song I'm sure you all know that includes the bell is Daft Punk Aerodynamic. And you can definitely hear that in HALAZIA with the chorus here. Let me just... It's a very distinct sound, not gonna lie, it reminds me of concert band in high school. Oh my god, how long ago was that? I'm not telling you. But just taking a look at the chorus, I really like how they let the beat ride. I really like how chanty it is. I can definitely imagine being at a concert, everybody screaming the HALAZIA chorus. It has a very good anthem kind of vibe. I like that chorus a lot. They definitely have a lot of hip-hop elements in there as well, which is not uncommon in K-pop. I noticed they like to mix a whole bunch of different genres together. So in this case, we have hip-hop, we have reggaeton, drum and bass, we have dubstep, EDM. One thing that I've always appreciated with K-pop is the mix of all these different genres, and for some reason they all sound very cohesive. And for a song like this, it's like, wow, how did you do that? And let's take a look at the middle chorus right there with the chant. I don't even know what HALAZIA means, but it's tight. And it's in this rap segment right here where you hear the reggaeton kind of. Man, that dude's a good rapper. That beat is very common in reggaeton. I'm really enjoying this pre-chorus where the organ is introduced. It's very like kind of thing. It kind of adds a different contrast from it. I don't know if they're in some sort of like battle. Normally you would hear organ and like gospel music, Phantom of the Opera type beats kind of thing. I guess they use the pre-chorus as a chance to highlight the vocalists. Having that organ there, it emphasizes this is a change in the moment. It's a very nice switch up from the rap reggaeton part into this gothic cathedral type pre-chorus, you know? It's a very nice build-up for sure, and they have those like real drums in the back as well. ATEEZ, HALAZIA, what have you done? Also, what is this ball? What is this sphere in the sky? Any ATEEZ in the comments section, please let me know what this ball is. Is it the world? Is it their souls? Is it life? I don't even know. But ATEEZ, HALAZIA. And now what we're gonna do is break down the music part. I've went ahead and divided the channel stems, and we're gonna take a look and see if there's any interesting things that we can pick up on that we haven't already mentioned. Onto the breakdown. So we are on to the breakdown, and I was curious to see what it would sound like if the D&B, the drum and bass drums, were on for the whole song. So I popped it in and I looped it, and it actually doesn't sound bad, man. Wow, I thought that was But like, you know, I think it would sound really good with that drum and bass. There's only 8 bars of drum and bass, but I mean, like, if somebody wants to make a drum and bass remix of HALAZIA, not me, but somebody else, it would sound pretty good. So moving forward, so what do we have here? Let's just take a listen to it and kind of hear some little instances if we can. So we got the synth melody, which is really nice. As well as an uplifter. Who doesn't want an uplifter? But I do like that. Kind of reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, low-key. I also really like the panning on the vocals right here. It goes left and then right and then the center right here. Something you might not have noticed, but hey, spatial sound. I like these drums, man. Kind of has that trap vibe with a consistent hi-hat. With the bass too. That's like 808s, man, to the max. Ooh, those 808s, man. I'm really liking the ad-libs for the vocals. It's very common in rap music, if you're familiar with Travis Scott, Migos. I like that buildup and that little space that they add just to make the chorus that much more impactful. What is that like? Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. And you got that bell, like I mentioned before, just... Let's take a closer look at the drum pattern here. That's a sick pattern. It starts on the 4 end. Actually, it starts on the 2, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's sick, actually. Normally when you listen to EDM music or rap music, you expect drops to happen on the 1. You kind of notice that right? Except on this, they do it on the 2. It takes you back a little bit and then it brings you forward. Does that make sense? That's what it brings to me. That's something that you should appreciate. Just listen to it. 1, 2. That is actually sick. You got some like soft synths, like let's just bring this build up into the next bit right here. It's very prominent. that goes into the rap part, right? That's awesome. Okay. And this is where we get into that rap part. One thing that I'm really appreciating is the song is not predictable. It's very common in North American pop music, at least, for a beat to be very predictable. It's like, you know what to expect. Whereas in K-pop music, I think the exact opposite happens, where they don't want you to know what's going to happen next. So that's really cool. Let's take a listen to the reggaeton beat. I like that one. In this case, the reggaeton beat really complements the cadence of the rapper. It really gives him space to really fluctuate. I really like that, actually. I really like that little do. It almost seems like they added that afterwards. They're like, oh, I really like that part when he says me, myself, and I. So I want to highlight that by making the drums complement that. Right? Who are you? Me, myself, and now. Who are you? 거울속 비친 넌 누구인가? Who are you? 기대 안에 기대 이 길의 뒤에 시대와 미래 사이에 난 어디 있을까? So that rap segment is really good. There's two rappers and they both have different styles, but each segment really highlights. Did you hear that? That background? That part? To hear? Oh man. Wow. This is a really good vocal processing on this, man. I'm really liking the backing vocals in this section here. These little things that they added to bring more texture to that, just to complement it. So you have that main vocal, then you have that secondary vocal in the back. It definitely emphasizes the pre-chorus, as well as the organ and the synth just like going off. Yeah, this is that part. Yeah, you gotta listen to. Okay, and this part, and this bridge section I'm a big fan of. I like that little lead synth in the background. It gives me goosebumps, actually. The chord progression is almost haunting. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I'm kind of scared for all this shit that's happening here, but we'll get through it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of has that like hopeful vibe, you know? Like we'll get through this. Like even though it's like pretty scary. And did they bring back and they brought back the reggaeton. Oh man, I like that. It's kind of like, here's all these sections and we're just bringing it all together for this last finale. Okay, we'll touch upon the drum and bass part in a second, but I just want to mention that in that little bridge part, it almost felt like every section was highlighted as well, including the vocalist. I heard both rappers, a singer at the end there. In all sense of what a bridge does, pun intended, we're going across this bridge to the finale. It's really nice, actually. It's actually very impactful, if you ask me. Very solid bridge. It kind of just like, you've been listening to this first section. Now let me just remind you of what you went through to get to this last part. Okay, maybe it's just me who thinks that, but like that's how I hear it, right? You're adding all these different elements, including the instrumental and the drums. All these elements from the previous parts of the song go into this last part. Yeah, that's kind of nuts if you ask me. This is my favorite part, dude. This is my favorite part. Wow. Wow. Okay, so that's only like what? That's 8 bars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 bars of drum and bass, man. Ugh. But it almost makes you want the whole song to be drum and bass, man. Did they change the chord progression, actually? Let me just double check. Okay, so that one goes, and then this one goes. Oh, they definitely switched it up and it sounds even better. Compared to wow, something about those chords, man. It's a great resolution to all the shit that we've been through. I just wish it was longer. 8 bars is not enough for that DNB break. You know what I'm saying? Someone's just got to make the drum and bass version of the song low key. And then you got that wicked EDM dubstep, very heavy into the synthesis. I don't make dubstep and EDM, but I know that shit's complicated for sure. after hearing the drum and bass part, I kind of wish it kept going with the drum and bass, but I kind of hear like, okay, this is that section and we're going into this. I think this is one of like the wild dance parts, right? If I recall correctly. And that's cool how they end the song with that bell as well. Something about that bell just makes a certain impact, you know what I'm saying? I just want to listen to the song, just all drum and bass drums. Let's go. But somebody has to make it now, for real. That's all I want to say. Hope you got a little bit of insight or two on the music behind ATEEZ HALAZIA. If you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that reaction, analysis, breakdown type thing. If you want to see more, please let me know down in the comments what you want me to react to next. And that was ATEEZ HALAZIA. I really enjoyed that song. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Probably going to listen to some more ATEEZ now. The ATEEZ seems pretty good. K-pop.